Watching the movie? If we're living in a world where we are in a war of stories, maybe even the war of all stories, and in a reality where ideas are king, and where what really matters is the truth behind any idea, and if we're in a reality where the message, the unfolding story, matters more than the messenger or the characters living it out or delivering it, where the substance of ideas outweighs the personality or celebrity or political status of the ones embodying them, then why would it even matter who says X or which character proclaims Z? Why should it matter whether the person expressing a truth about the world in which we live came from the story being told, or if he or she is a character that came from somewhere outside of the story? Somewhere like a central casting. Or would it matter even if that character's actual parental lineage was different than what we were told or led to believe about it? Now sure, someone could raise a concern about deception, and I agree, that's a valid worry. But here's the real question. Are we living in a moment where the power of the ideas themselves, the truth that they're pointing toward, matters much, much more than the supposed provenance, or even the real or not real status of the characters expressing them, or bringing them into fruition? In other words, could we be watching a glorious political and cultural movie made up of actors and characters, perhaps even having multiple actors playing the individual characters or roles for continuity's sake? Are we entering a time when the awakening itself, financial, social, intellectual, political, cultural, even spiritual, might truly overshadow the biographies, the status, the backstories, or the who's your mama details of the people or the characters acting it out? Should the cult of the actor or actor's personality even matter? Especially when you know that their oftentimes very unique or bigger-than-life seeming character can literally be replaced, maybe even brought back to life conceptually, or at least could have many stand-in stunt doubles. Could this unfolding reality, this awakening of biblical proportions, be the metaphorical or maybe even literal moving hand of God? Are we living in a world where the story, the telling of the story, and the characters who move the story forward, especially in our political and cultural sphere, are themselves part of something bigger and undeniably biblical? And if that's true, could have the stories and characters of ancient biblical times also been rolled out and then written down for us in much the same kind of way, either metaphorically guided or quite literally shaped by God's directing hand behind the scenes? And honestly, how would we, in modernity, ever really know the difference? And then, when we stop and consider that in our modern, technologically advanced world, the entire planet has become the undeniable stage, a stage where all of humanity can watch this greatest story, or the movie of his story unfold in real time. It makes you wonder, is this the moment when God finally steps forward and takes a well-deserved bow for his most glorious creation? And he even promises us a much more realistic sequel. Glory, glory. If anyone might think this kind of outside-of-the-box stuff is all crazy talk, one could look into this very enlightening Newsweek article from May 17th, 2021.